Hello and welcome to this Siege miniseries in Middle-earth Shadow of War with me, Siantir. Hi, this orc didn't be here. So my goal for today is to take back my fortress. I've cleared out the various war chiefs that had been assigned posts there. And now I want to capture Shindrem. Now, you notice a couple of things. First of all, the entire right side is blank. Like, there's all those empty circles. That's because we cleared out the war chiefs. Now, I want to go ahead and go to siege upgrades because I want to equip these guys with things. So sappers to take out the front gate, I guess, maybe? Actually, no. Let's go ahead and go with Olagai. That's fine. Got some fiery beasts. Yeah, okay, let's go with the Grog. And mounted archers, sure, why not? These are my guys who are leading the assault, so I have Golem the Digger, Crimp the Enchanted. Apparently I have two versions of Crimp the Enchanted, one at level 63 and one at level 60, so he's particularly enchanting. I have Arbaruk, and for some reason Mozu, the Guardian of Mordor, is my leader, and I might not want that. Let's make Og the leader of my my assault here. Higher level guy. Can I? Cool. I guess he can be assigned to that. And let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now I have my ranks filled out. And it is just a matter of going after this guy. Now, this guy is a soft target, which is really nice. He has an epic Growl call, so you can summon a Graug to fight him. He's a Beast Slayer. Okay. Fireproof, poisonproof, frostproof, immune to curse, and beastproof. Okay, so he has a bunch of resistances, but critically he's weak to ranged attacks. So, when I actually go into his boss room, you'll see it at the end. It's a distinct place. I'm going to want to change my gear specifically for fighting him. That level's a lot lower because I've killed off so many.
Come on in, Pinkskin. We've made some improvements to the paltry defenses you had here.
And then I tore them down.
These mighty walls lurk the Dark Lord's darkest servants. You will not see the death that awaits you until it has already come. Indeed.
They're planning to assassinate us, lads. And while they're working on that plan, we'll got the lot of them.
Mm-hmm. So for these, we need to, as you can see, capture victory points. Now, there would be additional defenses up here had I not disabled them. But, you know, I disabled them. Also, these guys are tragically weak. So the main thing is that we need to go and capture these points. That's something that I can aid in quite a bit. These guys might ignore me because I have a bunch of captains in the area. But I'm the one who actually has to capture these points. So I do need to be here. See how it says capture? I have to hit down on the D-pad, capture this. Knocks everyone over. Now, there would be, like, there might be other captains that show up here. Obviously, this is a little bit more hectic. But we have the thing that makes us capture points faster, so that's nice. Also, that shockwave just totally wrecks enemies. Like, yeah. They have a barrel of grog. I'm going to blow it up. Gives my guys a clear path in. Hi, I have this now. Okay, so now all we need to do is go get that last point. Oh, whatever. Sometimes in the middle of these big brawls, you can actually go into stealth and just start, like, getting a bunch of stealth kills. Okay, so we captured the outer bailey, and now we have to capture the inner bailey. Obviously, my ability to just scale walls is quite strong here, or can be quite strong here if I don't be dumb about it. Hi, guys. How do you feel about being exploded? Yep. That's one way to take out a guard tower. Interestingly enough, this warp ability did exist in the previous game, but it was based on arrow count, not focus, as it is now. In general, they made a lot more use for focus, which is interesting. I might as well just take this now, thanks. Oh, what do you know? They put another one of those in there. I think I just accidentally shoved that guy to death. So, you know, that's a thing that happens. So if I get them during the blue streak, it's an insta-kill on weaker orcs. It's very useful. Okay, so we've captured the courtyard, and now we can go confront the overlord. So this fight can go a bunch of different ways depending upon how difficult it is. Everyone outside will kind of like go into surrender pose. But I want to go adjust my gear. So there's a couple of notable things. These abilities that I've been using are not especially useful inside of there. So I actually want... Like, that's actually a really nice ability. 6 elf shot replenished per brutalized kill. That's something I need to remember that I have. So your builds in this game are really heavily influenced by your A lot of these are really heavily influenced by both basically your equipment, like what skills they have on them. Some of these can be really useful, but generally the like 6 elf shot, brute punch per brutalized kills on this one too. But generally you're best off using a bunch of legendary stuff. And okay, so what I want to do actually is this goes to your item set menu, and I remember seeing that guy has the ability to summon a grog. So what I want is to make use of, somewhere in here I had an ability that allowed me to, I think it might have been this one. Yeah, Shadow Mount Unbroken Grogs. So I can look at what my sword option is for this, and it reduces the call time mount, the cooldown for summoning your mount. Gain 10 might when striking a dazed captain might be useful. So the thing is, I only need 2 of these, so I'm going to look through what my options are. 50% chance that headshot freezes enemies. And I don't have the armor for this. Increases damage dealt by beast allies. That might be good. And the ring option... let's see. 30% increased damage dealt by Uruk allies. Let's not go with that. So let's go with the bow. And so that now gives me this set, which means that I can Shadow Mount Unbroken Grogs. Which means that if he summons his Grog companion, I can just instantly take it over without having to go through the rigmarole of trying to recover it. Now what I want to do is look through some of my other options, preferably something with a sword. So I'm using bow and cloak. So I want sword armor and... so, let's see. I'm not sure that guy was... especially... yeah, this one's not a great choice because I don't have that much. This one's not great because of that too. This one might not be bad. Because there was a bunch of options. Oh, but I want Cloak of Beasts, so I'm not replacing my hood. And this one needs to be more leveled, so let's see here. Warmonger has some great stuff. I don't have a Mystic Sword. That's the one thing I'm missing in Mystic. Let's see. Like, so this one doesn't have an armor piece, and so maybe I want to use... Oh, I don't have a feral armor piece either. Like, I need a lot more chest pieces. This one I could potentially do, but, like, the Marauder set is really kind of weirdly gimmicky. Maybe I just want to do, like, full Bright Lord stuff. So this dagger, just to give me full bonuses on that. And now I have, because again, I need more of certain sets. If I had complete of other sets, it would be a bit easier. But I'm setting my gear so that way I can Shadow Mount his Grog. And the headshot freezes enemies is useful. The other thing that I want to do is actually adjust some of my abilities. So this chain is still a useful move, but I would rather in here have Shadow Dominate and let's see. Soaring Rage. Yeah, I don't care about any of that stuff. Like, that's useful. The Grog attacks gain more stuff. I'm also going to go ahead and switch, I think, to this upgrade, maybe? Yeah, let's go with this upgrade as well. So I want to make those adjustments. Now, I think he was basically immune to, like, every condition. But that's something I'm going to check when I get in there to see if there's any conditions that I want to make use of. So you often will want to kind of specialize for these guys. Now, this guy might be pretty easy because he's weak to bow attacks, but we shall see.
You can't win this. I know every move you'll make before you make it. I know how to counter all of your tricks.
So he is a soft target. He is fireproof, poisonproof, and frostproof, and immune to curse and beastproof, so conditions don't really matter. Now, this is a different model than normal, so not all of the lines are voiced in for the female character. So actually, the first thing that I want to do here is go into like slow down, scan the edges, because often, like, why would you try to do that? No, and that's the captain. So you have to use a separate ability to be able to dominate Ologs. The reason why I'm scanning these rafters is because there's often archers up here, and you really want to dominate them early. I want to claim these beasts just because they're going to be an enormous nuisance if I don't. I mean, that works too. Okay, what's going on in here? Okay, there's a guy on... Oh, I can't use that ability, obviously. Ha! You can see his frostproof kicking in. Ow. So he might be frostproof. Why would you... This is the... So if I have one complaint about this game, it's that the targeting can... Like, the auto-targeting can sometimes be absolutely stupid. There's just no better way of describing it than that. And then, like, I'm trying to do this, and you have insisted on this other thing. This guy doesn't have no chance, at least, so I can do that, but I clearly want to stay away from him if I can, for multiple reasons. You can technically potentially get into stealth from up here, but it's unlikely. Now, again, this guy has a soft head, so I want to try to load him up, or he's vulnerable to the arrow attacks, so I want to try to load him up with as much elf shot as I can. It's not especially vulnerable to beasts, but if I make use of this Karagor, I can get some of advantage against some of the other guys in here. Particularly, I want to take out these Ologs who are causing me problems. So, again, I don't know if this guy's going to use his ability. Yeah, he's just going to be able to kill that thing, like, straight up. Okay, he is also vulnerable to executions, but something that's really useful is to remember you do have a pin down ability. If you shoot one of them in the leg, it will pin them down. I'm kind of surprised this guy doesn't have archers up top. Okay, I'm gonna make an adjustment to my skills. You can always do this in mid-battle. It stays paused, right? So right here, I have this ability on that lets me chain my my drain ability. This right here allows me to actually use it against Ologs. And because there's a bunch of Ologs here causing me headaches, I want to... Okay, but apparently I can't use that one. Here, I'm going to mount this. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. There. Now I can actually do that, and that works. And that will simplify my life a little bit. These fights can be very long depending upon the capabilities of the orc you're trying to take down. The fact that this guy actually has a decided weakness to ranged attacks is quite beneficial. You can see how useful it is to dominate enemies as well. Being able to teleport over to them and take them over is extremely handy. Ah, for crying out loud. He came up on me. This guy is very high level, so he just does ridiculous damage. I keep seeming to run out of focus, which is obnoxious. There we go. I don't know why there's so many of these Karagors, but... I believe that move summons more Karagors. Okay, he's killing it. That's fine. Ow. Wait, where are these arrows coming from? The arrow pickups on the sides do respawn, I believe. Hi. So he summoned an archer up here. Archers up here are very useful for you as well. So it's always a good idea to be keeping that in mind. That guy is just so beefy. Okay, I need more elf shots, so let's just go over here to this door where there is some. Okay, Karagors can't climb up there, whatever. They're apparently obsessed with the archer that they can't reach. I'm just trying to load this guy up with as much elf shot as I can. I believe that roar ability summons more Karagors for your side. He will be constantly summoning reinforcements, by the way. And at this point, I'm actually kind of letting the Karagor just tank for me. Focus, 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 focus. There's focus. Focus is super important. Okay, I still have the one archer over on the side. You can turn off using focus by using the thumbstick, and sometimes that can be useful. Like right now, I don't need focus. I just need to be loading this guy full of arrows. And he has not summoned a Grog. I don't know if he can do it in here or not. Something actually that I might do is, right now I have Shelob's thing on, and I think I'm going to switch this over to Bodyguard, and then I can go to my army and, okay. Okay. So because they're part of this mission, I cannot command them to become my bodyguard, which is vaguely obnoxious. If they weren't in the mission, they could come be my bodyguard, which would have its benefits, but because they are, I don't think I well, I mean, I can still see who I've got as a bodyguard. Okay, it just gave me a group of guys, because I don't have active bodyguards thing on. So let's just go ahead and do that. Hi, I'm over here now. You're not completely safe while you're in focus mode, by the way. Like, it helps, but it is not. I need elf shot. Oh, You are now mine. And you are also now mine. So those guys, I'm just going to unsummon them because they're not doing anything up there. And again, I want to go back to whittling this guy down with ranged attacks. Because he can be, mostly. Okay, I need to gain some elf shot. So I'm going to grab this stuff and then pop my way back up. Okay. You're already mine. That was kind of pointless. Okay, what's going on? Okay, there's a... I'm going to actually go grab that defender, because defenders are quite useful. Just grab another random dude. And grab this archer, because archers are obnoxious, and I'd rather them be on my side. Again, I'm trying to play cautiously because I don't have that many extra chances. Who hit me? Oh, there's another archer over there. So let's go grab that. Again, stealing their archers is a very good tactic. Okay, I need elf shot. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use this ability to gain a bunch of might, so that way I can grab some followers. To make this area more of a mess. Cool. This guy just has a ton of health. He can go fight those guys for a little bit. I don't want more arrows. Like, this is a general theme that you might encounter with some of these. Is just a ton of health on the bosses. There. I'm going to pin his leg because that's going to distract him for a little while. My allies do get cursed weapons, which does not mean anything for fighting this guy. I'm just grabbing this guy so that way I have more allies on the field. I don't want to be anywhere near that guy, though, because he is very deadly. Okay, I need to go get more elf shot. Again, just pumping this guy full of arrows because he's damageable by arrows. Okay, now I need to go grab more elf shot. I'm gonna take out these Ologs. They are causing my dudes troubles. There, I summon another Karagor that will help things busy. He's broken now, which is good. I can't just end him, but you know, it means he's getting close. Okay, hi, who did that? I will take this Karagor then. Right. Excuse me, Karagor, but if you're going to be fighting me, you're going to be joining me, is what you're going to be doing. Wish that didn't reset my might. That would be nice. A boss being broken like that means that you can grab them, and you can try to mind control them, but this guy's level 77. You can only take control of captains that are at or below your level. That guy is... definitely not. So... Like, he way out levels me, so there's no way that I can actually gain control over him. So I'm just gonna need to shoot him with a bunch of arrows. And I'm making use of Karagor mobility here to aid me in this endeavor. Whatever. I'm just gonna go capture this archer. And this archer.
All my training, all my years of training, all for nothing. My fort is lost.
There we go. We got him. These guys can be giant pain on the rear end. As you could tell, though, he did not try to summon a Grog, so...
We have reclaimed what was rightfully ours. Let the Lord of Mordor be warned. Every attack he launches will be met with steel and fury. Every army he sends will be annihilated.
And now I've reclaimed my fortress. Yep. Chindram is mine. Ooh, I got a skill point. And some gear. Now, I get to pick who I promote to Overlord. I'm going to promote Og, because I feel like it. I believe he was Overlord originally as well, so... and then at this point, I can begin filling up my defenses of the fortress and those sorts of things. So that's the process. Now I know what we're all thinking. What stuff does this cloak do? It is a cloak of beasts, reduces call mount cooldown by some. Apparently it's only level 30. It might be off of a different guy. Is this the newest one? I think... Did I get... Yeah, I got this one off of him. So it increases poison damage to enemies by 33% and 50% increased damage dealt by beast allies, which makes sense. Yeah. So, that's this one right here needs to... I think this might be the one I have equipped. It actually needs to be leveled a bit, but this one is certainly superior. I don't know. Yeah, I think I might have just been having a weak hood on, but whatever. So anyway, that's what that all does. A bunch of random equipment in there. And I got a skill point, so let's go ahead and see what I can get with that. So I can basically get any of these finisher skills. So this one, gain 2% might recovery per hit. I already have level 1 of that, though. This would increase critical hit damage. This gain 1 focus recovery per hit. That sounds really good, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And so, yeah, that basically sums it up. There's a bunch of different skins you can put on and stuff like that, but that is this game. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here, or at least that was a siege in this game, I should say. Me taking back my fortress. So until next time, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.